This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so accounts receivable module, payment setup, method of payments. Okay, here if you look at this one, PDC. For PDC, we have created one PDC, we can create, but you need to remember like these check boxes: bridging posting, post dated check clearing account, and here one account. That means initially it will be posted to a temporary account. After that, once it is cleared in your bank account, it will be reversed to this account and it will be posted to your bank account. So your bank account is mapped here, and here it is mapped bridging accounts. So initially if you select the option PDC, it will post to the temporary account. It will post to the temporary account and it will be reversed this PDC account and it will be posted to the actual account next day. That is PDC. So in this PDC, we will not enable these check boxes. So this is customer PDC, then check number will not be mandatory. It is not required. Will not make it mandatory. If it is normal check receipt, if you are directly posting, then we will make it deposit slip is mandatory and offset account mandatory. Those things we can use it. Can use for that one. But whereas PDC, what it is not posting immediately to the bank account. It will post to the temporary accounts and then it will post to the reverse account. Let me show you first and then you can understand what I mean to say here. So if it is not PDC, what happens? Your bank balance will be increased. This is normal posting. Bank account data to customer account credit. This is normal if it is a customer payment. If it is a PDC, what you will do? You will not post to the bank account first. You will post to the bridging account. Like this. Later, you will reverse this bridging account and you will update bank account data to bridging account credit. Okay, these things. So yesterday we are continuing with budgeting. So I will continue this budgeting tomorrow and after tomorrow. Let me show you this concept first. Okay, this is one of the pending topic I have not discussed. That is the reason I have taken this information today. Okay, so this is normal transaction, regular transaction which we learned. Now it is, instead of this account, we have selected like this. Understood? This bridging account is going to be nullified. And net effect is bank account data to customer account credit. Okay, this topic is actually like I have discussed, but I have not shown in the system. Let me show this one now. So accounts receivable, payments, customer payments, so I'm clicking new, select the customer payment, go to lines, select the customer, any customer is fine. Suppose it is 500. Now method of payment is I have selected PDC, suppose. Then look at this one, the accounts will be changed to ledger accounts. Okay, payment reference number is check number. Okay, so if you want, you can use deposit slip also, because this is also available. If you want, you can use this one. Now you have option to select. Let me do like this is previous day, like yesterday. Okay, now in the post dated checks, I can enter the check number, whatever we have entered. This check number, we have option to select. We have option to enter check number here. If you want more details about cashier and salesperson, issuing bank branch, all these things you can enter. Okay, this is temporarily we are posting to this account. Let me deselect PDC. Give me 1 second. It should capture automatically. Why it is not capturing? Let me verify. Give me 1 minute. If you select PDC, automatically it should capture that ledger account. Account name should be populated automatically. Customer name. Method of payment, I'm selecting PDC. It should capture automatically. Give me 1 minute. Let me do it once again. Okay, 500 I have entered something. So I select PDC. Automatically it will change the accounts. Yes, now it is coming perfectly. What is my mistake is like I have entered debit account instead of credit. Okay, so I'm entering the check number as a payment reference number. If you want, you can use the same, like 20 December 20. Use deposit slip. If you want, you can use. And here in the PDC, you can enter more details. Okay, issue bank name, branch name, everything. If you want, you can enter here. Okay, so once it is entered, now let me try to post this one. Okay, this was disappeared. Why it is disappearing, I don't know. Bridging account. One 130 130 725. This is, yes, this account is not exist. It is available. Received PDC. Okay, let me try to post. So actually it is, why it is disappearing, I don't know. It will not be in real time scenario. This is a lab mission. Now if you verify voucher, it was posted to a temporary account. Whatever it is mapped temporary account, that will be posted. It is not bank account. So once it is cleared from the bank, you can do like reverse entry from general ledger. From general ledger, journal entries, journal entries. You can click new, select the journal name, lines. Okay, here you can click on functions, select bridged transactions, and whatever you have posted, that will be shown. These are vendor transactions, these are customer transactions. Okay, you can click on accept, and you can post the transaction. Look at this one. This is 130730, whatever it is posted earlier, it will be reversed and bank account will be debited. Okay, you can post. So you can see this voucher. Same vice versa for vendor payments also. Understood? PDCR bridging accounts. The bridging account is, so it was posted. Actually, we are posting directly bank account if it is a normal check receipt. But here, if it is bridging account you are using, then it is PDC bridging account. It will be posted to the bridging account first, and it will be reversed. That bridging account, whatever it is there, it will be reversed and it will be cleared. Understood? Any doubt here? Same like vendor payment also. Customer payment and vendor payment, we can do using this PDCR bridging account concept. We can use this functionality. This is a small topic which I have forgot to explained earlier, but I have not shown from where we can do the reversal of this one. So this is from here. From this one, you can use select bridging account. Okay, clear, both of you? Avik and Pandu.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll come back to our bridge like budget functionalities. Yesterday we are discussing about budgeting. We'll continue about this budgeting function, budgeting module. So yesterday I have shown you like budgeting means, let me go to this budgeting. Setup, budget control configuration, budget control configurations, create draft. So available budgets we have discussed. In this original budget, preliminary budget, budget revisions, and transfer budget, we have discussed all these things, all these four, and along with draft budget also we have discussed. And actual expenditure we understood. Now we need to understand about these things. Okay, here one by one let us understand. One is unposted actual expenditures. Unposted actual expenditures means I have entered in general journal entries, suppose I have entered some amounts, but I have not posted. Understood? I have entered these transactions, I have not posted. So those things, whether I need to consider in budget control or not, I can take the decision. Suppose if it is first entry, then if I want to lock for first entries, I can use. This is once it is posted transactions, this is unposted transactions. Okay, here draft means it is budget register entries. This one is actual transactions. Next, there are 5 check boxes. Budget revisions for encumbrances, budget revisions for unconfirmed encumbrances, and reduction to budget revisions for unconfirmed encumbrances. Look at this one here, encumbrances. Encumbrances means at the time of purchase order, and there is pre-encumbrances. Pre-encumbrances means purchase requisition. Okay, let us understand. Encumbrance. Encumbrances means it is purchase order, and pre-encumbrance means purchase requisition. Okay, so purchase order different statuses. One is approved status, purchase order created status. Another one is approved status. Another one is confirmed status. Here created means in the draft mode. If you are using workflow, if you create a purchase order, the purchase order status is draft. Once you take approval, once you have taken approval, then it will be moved to approved status and then confirmed status. These are the 3 statuses of the purchase order. So for these 3 statuses, if you want to validate this, then we can use this one. See, reduction to the budget revisions for unconfirmed encumbrances. Next one is budget revisions for unconfirmed encumbrances. Next one is budget revisions for encumbrances. These 3, this is draft, it is in reverse mode, like this. First one is last, third one, I mean to say in the system, it is, this is in the draft mode. Reduction to budget revisions, reservations for unconfirmed encumbrances. Budget reservations for unconfirmed encumbrances and budget revisions for encumbrances. These are the 3 areas. Okay. Next, pre-requisitions. Here purchase requisition means budget revisions for unconfirmed pre-encumbrances, budget revisions for this is posted one, this is unposted. Okay, these are the 5 statuses and these 5 check boxes. Okay, these 5 points we'll discuss. I know like you are a little bit confusing about these words, whatever I'm speaking. Okay, I will come to these points after some time. Once again we'll discuss, but important point, let us understand. Forget about this time, for this time, for time being, park this one. I will give you more details about these things later. Okay, Next, go to document journals. In these document journals, we have so many journals. One by one, let us understand. One is daily journal. Daily journal means this one. Next, allocation journals. We have learned about ledger allocations, that is allocation journals. We have learned ledger allocations. If you remember, I have explained one of the topic, ledger allocations. We have discussed that journal they are speaking. Okay, allocation, daily journal and allocation journal. Advanced ledger entries, that is, we'll discuss this one later. Advanced ledger entries, that we will discuss later. I will tell you. So, advanced ledger journal entries. These are specific functions. We'll discuss that one. And you are clear like allocation journal and daily journal. So allocation journals are this one, daily journals are this one. Next, expense reports. Expense reports means there is a module called expense management. For that, we can enter expense journals. That is expense reports. Means if you are traveling, I'm sorry, if you are traveling abroad or some other, if you are traveling to some other city or some other state or some other country, then once you came back, you will submit all the expenditure, that expenditures related transactions. It is a part of HR and payroll. Okay, expenses. Next, that is expense report, expense reports. Fixed asset journal, you know already fixed asset journal. General budget reservations. Okay, this also will discuss general budget reservations. Next, payment statements. Payment statements means salaries processing, for the salary processing, because budgeting is applicable for all the modules. So this is for salaries, payroll, HR and payroll. Project expense journals. Project expense journals means project management and accounting is another module. Project management and accounting module. In this also we have we can enter journals. Okay, that is related to project accounting, expense journals. Purchase orders, just now we have discussed, and purchase requisitions and travel requisitions. This travel requisition is also part of travel, like expense management. In the expense management, you will find travel expenses, travel equation and expense reports. Okay, those two are travels related. And vendor invoices means the final vendor invoice. So in this, we have selected detailed budgets and transactions. In these transactions, detailed journals we have selected. So what are the transactions you want to be budget control? You can select here. And here select is there. Click on another checkbox. What is this means? It is line details. Whether you want the header level is enough means, or line level also. Each line level checkbox means in journal, suppose you are entering, we have two journals. one journal, and see it is selected means one checkbox. It will be the entire voucher. This is line level. Suppose there are two lines here. In these two lines, I want to post one line. I want to, if it is suppose 500 I have entered, this is 4000 I have entered. First line is filling the budget funds. It should post to the first line. Second line, if you want to keep, you can keep like that. If you want like that, we can use enable this checkbox. If you are not selecting means the entire journal will be stopped. Even for purchase order, sales order, everything for all. Whether you want, suppose out of one journal, there are two lines. One line is allowing to post. Yes, I want to post. Another line, it is stopping. Yes, you can stop. Like that, if you want, you can enable this checkbox also. So you need to select all these things. So advanced ledger entries, general budget reservation, I have not selected these two checkboxes. And what is this means, all these things, I will discuss after some time in few minutes. Okay. Now, available budget funds means you need to calculate like this. This one, all these things, plus all these things we need to combine, making all it is plus, and minus all these transactions. Then it will calculate budget funds available, and these budget funds, where which transactions it should be applicable, which journals it should be applicable, you need to select. If you are not selected, then it will not include in the budget transactions. Okay, now important point I'm telling you, one most important, general ledger parameters. General ledger parameters. Accounting rules. Here, these checkboxes are disabled. If you enable this checkbox, if you select this checkbox, posting profiles are no longer used when you post a transaction that uses the type in the transaction posting definitions form. Also, all posting definitions become active. Are you sure you want to continue? What is this mean? Suppose I'm enabling. If I enable this one, these checkboxes are enabled. Enable budget appropriation, enable encumbrance process, enable pre-encumbrance process. What is this means? This is public sector. Okay, so this is most important. Please try to understand. General ledger parameters. General tab. Accounting rules fast tab. It is use posting definitions checkbox. Public sector. For public sector, we need to enable this checkbox. For normal, don't select this checkbox. It is dangerous. What it means? Let me show you once again. If you clear this checkbox, posting profiles instead of posting definitions. Look at this one. One is posting profiles, another one is posting definitions. One is posting definitions, another one is posting profiles. What is this means? There are two words. One is posting definitions, another one is posting profiles. Let me show you that one. We know accounts payable module, setup, posting profiles, we know vendor posting profiles. This we know. And now I'm showing another one, posting definitions. General ledger. So the entire application will be completely different if you are enabling or if you are disabling. Posting definitions. Here in this there are posting definitions, and inside if you click transaction posting definitions. So here look at this one. For purchasing, accounts payable, budget and bank, accounts receivable, and here payroll. In this we have posting definitions. The ledger accounts mapping is inside here. There are different ledger accounts. What it means, this checkbox will decide whether you want vendor posting profiles or posting definitions. Look at this one message, error, the pop-up message. Look at this one. If you are making yes, then it will use posting transactions. Posting profiles are no longer. Posting profiles are no longer used. Means this will not work. If you enable the checkbox, this will be, this functionality, whatever it was designed inside, this entire thing will be blocked, and it will post based on these setups here. Understood? For public sector, they will enable this checkbox, and even single rupee, if you want to purchase, there should be a budget amount. If the budget amount is available, then only you can create a purchase order, you can create a purchase requisition, and you can do all those things. So as I told you yesterday, it is like if you are like if the company is a like government authorizations, government sectors, there should be budgets, funds should be allocated, then only they can enter the, they can spend some expenditure against budget figures only. If the budget funds are available, then only you can do some expenditure. But in normal situations, normal organizations, I don't want this one. I mean to say, example, like if you are constructing a L&T, suppose L&T is constructing a bridge. L&T is constructing a bridge. Then there should be a budget amount was allocated by the government authorities. Within that budget only they will do construction of that bridge. Or government authorities like state government or central government or government departments, if you have budget amounts, then only they will release the amounts. They can spend expenditure. Otherwise, without budget amounts, they cannot do a single transaction. That is this one. Understood? One is normal organization. This is for public sector. So for public sector, I don't want to take the ledger accounts from the system here. It should take from here. Even purchase order also, if you want to enter, there should be budget amounts. Then only you can post the transactions. Here pre-encumbrance. Okay, so openly if I speak, I don't have experience on public sector implementation, but I know the functionalities. This is public sector related things. These all are public sector related things. So if you enable this one, this checkbox, now if you are posting any vendor invoice or vendor payment, you will get so many problems. The reason behind this will not work. And if it is, these settings are not mapped. If these transactions, suppose in a new company, if you are not mapped these transactions like posting definitions, it will not post any transactions even though you have mapped this ledger accounts. Understood? It is most important alert to you. Particularly Avik, I think it will be useful for you because you are in USA.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So be remember, to be frankly 100% I'm not explaining about public sector, but I'm giving you the alerts, like if you are enabling this one, then it is a public sector related functionality. Then here there is encumbrance process, means purchase order process. Encumbrance enable pre-encumbrance process means it is this one. Pre-encumbrance means it is purchase requisition, general budget reservations, and enable budget appropriations. These things are related to public sector, and immediately these things will not work. It will be stopped and it will post to from here. In this, you need to map the ledger accounts. You need to configure and you need to map the ledger accounts. You need to configure the posting definitions, and based on the posting definitions, the ledger accounts will be mapped here. Okay, fine. Now coming back to our system, so here these two, general budget reservations, advanced ledger entries, and all these things are part of public sector. Anyhow, so if you want to implement it, because for public sector implementation means it is completely different. You need to explore all those things, all these things. But in general, if it is normal implementation, these are not required, then this checkbox should not be selected. That's it. For normal implementations, regular implementations, don't select this checkbox. Only for public sector organizations, we need to enable this checkbox. Okay, fine. I hope it is clear. So simply Pandu, for you, remember, like this checkbox should not be selected. That's it. If it is selected, it is a public sector, so you don't have experience on this one. Few implementations are there, but not in maybe 100 out of 100. I may be wrong or right, I don't know, out of 100, maybe 5 to 2 to 3 or 5% public sector related, maybe. I'm not sure, but very few only this will be enabled, public sector. Okay, fine. Let us go back to this budgeting. Budget control configurations. Okay, we understood like budget funds available, how it will be, and budget document journals we understood. What are the journals? Okay, next, over budget permissions. What is this over budget permissions? Look at this one. There are 3 check boxes. Prevent over budget processing, allow over budget processing, and prevent processing at over budget threshold. There are 3 options. What is this means? So prevent over budget processing means for normal user, suppose the budget amount is 5,000, it should block even it is 5,000 0.1 paisa. Yesterday we saw that one. If it is 5,000, if it is crossed 1 rupee or 1 paisa also, it will not allow you to post the transaction. That is fine for normal users. Suppose in case CEO or CFO of the company, they are doing some transactions. Usually they will not do if they are posting some transactions, entering this. For them, it should not stop this process. Then I can map allow over budget processing. Allow over budget processing means whatever they want they can enter for specific group. Here in this we have permissions. This is user groups. Why it is not showing? Let me save first. Let me click. I want to go inside. Okay, no problem. I will show you this actually where it is available. So we can create different groups in system administration. User groups. One is like normal user groups, and here users I can map, and like we can create 3 different groups. So here for CFO or CEO of the company, I will map allow over budget processing, because for top management they want whatever they want they can enter in the system. And the third option is like mid-level managers we can map like threshold limit, means after 1,000 I want to allow some 20% for specific managers. I can map like this. This is for normal users, this is for top management, this is for mid-level managers we can use. If you don't want, you can map for prevent over budget process. It will be applicable for all users, irrespective of. Suppose if you want exceptions, we can map like this. Understood? We have exceptions. This is exception for top management. They can enter whatever they want. This is prevent processing at over budget threshold, means it is we are giving some exception. Threshold means 10%, 20% we can give that threshold amount in this. In the parameters, we can map the threshold limit. We can map. Okay, so tomorrow we'll continue about this one. Most probably tomorrow it will be completed budgeting. I will verify one or two classes, maybe it may be Monday and Tuesday, maybe one or two classes, and it is going to be completed in another 1 or 2 days. Tomorrow I will explain you about this budgeting little bit more insights, because we need to cover all those things. Once again, I will recap all these things. Okay, yeah, maybe Monday, Tuesday, I will verify some few topics, one or topics, small topics, pending topics, and then it is going to be completed in another 1 or 2 days or 3 days. Okay, so come back to me, like if you have any doubts or any clarifications, come back to me. Any topics?
Sure.
Yep, fine. See you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.